Microbes are microscopic organisms that live in or on our bodies. The term microbiota describes the total of all of these organisms. Our eyes, mouth, ears, hands, feet, and genitals are not only vastly different from each other, but are also vastly different from one person to another. Of all of the body's microbiomes, the gut microbiome has the greatest number of bacterial species compared to any other area of the human body. Our gut microbiota plays a vital role in our overall health. They are incredibly important for the metabolism of both food and drugs and protect against pathogens. Our gut flora plays a role how our bodies metabolize nutrients, how bodies store fat, how we balance blood glucose levels, and how we respond to hormones that make us feel either hungry or sedated. The microbiota living in our guts gets most of their nutrition from dietary carbohydrates, foods that we eat that works in turn to feed the colonies of bacteria that we host. The carbohydrates that escape digestion, such as dietary fiber, are fermented by organisms in our colons, which result in the synthesis of short-chain fatty acids, which are sources of energy for us, the host. Our gut microbiota also plays an important role in breaking down various polyphenols that we consume in our diet. Polyphenols are plant compounds that are thought to have antioxidant properties. While they are typically inactive in diet, after the gut flora have removed the sugar molecules of the food we eat, they are transformed to active compounds that can be absorbed and successfully travel to other tissues and organs in the body, providing antimicrobial and metabolic actions. Diet is critical for the composition of the bacteria in our guts, as well as the diversity and richness of the colonies that we host. Sadly, there are so many diseases related to toxic overload, resulting in immune failure and serious mental and physiological degenerations. A baby creates gut flora microbes from colostrum when born. Starting from infancy, what we eat plays a large role in seeding our gut microbiome. The diet that an infant consumes in early life, either breast milk or formula, can have a cascading effect on the composition of their gut microbiota. Several bioactive compounds are found only in breast milk and cannot be found in formula. These compounds play roles in nutrient digestion and absorption, as well as in immune protection. The first 2 years of a child's life are critical to building the population of beneficial bacteria that they will carry around with them. By 3 years old, toddlers' gut microbiota stabilizes and its evolution continues at a steadier rate during adulthood. What we eat throughout our lifetime continues to influence our microbiota. It's exciting when babies start to eat solid foods. There's so much more for them to discover: new tastes, new smells, new textures. Microscopic organisms in the gut can actually influence toddlers' demeanor, behavior, and temperament in a way that is totally not microscopic. This includes mood, sociability, impulsivity, curiosity, and extroversion. The bacteria microbes, known as microbiomes, are our own diverse ecosystem which exists inside of us. Microbiome has a huge impact on our everyday lives, and diverse microbiome is directly correlated with overall health, stability, and authentic ability. Our microbiomes change as we age. They help with digestion and regulate our feel-good hormones, serotonin and dopamine, along with other mood-regulating hormones, GABA. Microbes can influence neurodevelopment, brain chemistry, and a huge range of different behaviors, including emotional behavior, pain, perception, and stress. Variations from this normal microbiome have been positively correlated to issues as chemical imbalances, anxiety, hyperactivity, depression, and even autism. The type of fats and plant-based carbohydrates that we eat dictates the structure of the microbial community that resides in our guts. The beneficial bacterial species that we need in our digestive system can be maintained by a diet high in fiber from carbohydrates found in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and seaweed. These exogenous sources of food for our bacteria are called prebiotics. They are non-digestible parts of food and help our bacteria flourish. Probiotics, on the other hand, are microbial supplements that are consumed for health reasons. You can eat probiotic foods such as fermented sauerkraut or kombucha. They can help increase the diversity of your microbiota and help you move food through your gut. Probiotics are healthful, friendly bacteria, aka flora, that live primarily in your gut and play a crucial role in overall health by fighting pathogens and yeast that leads to a weakened immune system. Probiotics aid in digestion by extracting nutrients, helping your body absorb minerals, produce vitamins, and make brain chemicals, including over 30 neurotransmitter along the mood-enhancing serotonin. Probiotics can help fight harmful bugs from triggering inflammation. They create holes in bad bacteria and kill them. They compete with pathogenic microorganisms and produce chemicals that inactivate or kill pathogens, improving the gut mucosal immune system. Probiotics protect the body from infection and allow the body to maintain homeostasis. When probiotics are in contact with the skin cells, they calm the parts of the cells that may want to react in the presence of bad bacteria that they then see as a threat. These healthy signals produced by the probiotics stop the skin cells from sending attack messages to the immune system that result in flares of acne and rosacea. Probiotics help with constipation, diarrhea, colitis, IBS, abdominal pain, Crohn's disease, and flatulence. They work to increase the number of immunoglobulin cells and cytokine-producing cells in the intestine. They improve the healthy bacteria population in the GI tract by repopulating the gut to help digestion. Probiotics increase the absorption of nutrients so muscle cells have a better nutrient foundation. These nutrients allow for better recovery time, and athletic performance will increase over time. Probiotics and good bacteria in the gut help eliminate toxins that can cause early signs of aging. They can flush the body of these free radicals and help prevent early wrinkles. It takes time for your body to fully see benefits, 12 weeks on average. Kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, kefir, and miso are all great options. Creating a living probiotic hydrating spray calms irritated skin, stops yeast infections and sensitivities, as well as oral health, meaning sore throat, cavities, and mouth sores. The wrong mix of microbes in our gut appears to help set the stage for some diseases. Dysbiosis, or an imbalance of the gut microbiota, has now been linked with an array of diseases, ranging from irritable bowel syndrome to chronic allergies and even neurodevelopmental illness. The gut-brain axis is a regulator and communicative system involving various structures in the body, including the brain's central nervous system and gut. Because this system is bidirectional, it means that the brain and the gut both send and receive messages. This is done through the enteric nervous system, which is a system of neurons that governs the function of our gastrointestinal system. The gut and all of its microbial residents directly influence immunity, endocrine function, and nervous system. They also aid in the regulation of behavior. The normal, healthy human gut microbiome is altered over the long-term period when antibiotics are repeatedly used. While working to wipe out the bad bacteria, it can inadvertently wipe out the good bacteria as well. Humans and their microbes depend on each other to function properly. Their absence might cause abnormal functioning of the immune system. Diversity is key. The more bacterial species, the better. Tend to your bacteria colony by avoiding the use of hand sanitizers, sterilizing cleaning products, and antibiotics. Aim to eat your way to a healthier microbiome through fermented kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha that encourage the growth of good bacteria, as well as foods that contain microbiota accessible carbohydrates, such as artichokes, garlic, asparagus, beans, whole grains, and legumes. Gut flora is very important. Hydrochloric acid is in the stomach lining, and beautifully so. It breaks down food, aids in absorption of nutrients in the blood, gives protection lining in small intestines. If there are any microbes on our food that gets into our stomach, the hydrochloric acid will kill the bacteria. But if not, it will travel through our system and the colon wall gets attacked by bacteria and breaks down. We often think about what we eat, why we eat it, and what eating a particular food might do to our body. But we can also learn a lot by studying the end point of our nutrition, poop. We learn a lot about our own health by looking at the end product of our digestion, because it can often tell you quite a bit about a disease, infection, and it's important to know your poop. Be aware of whether your stool floats, as it's an indication of malabsorption. Fiber acts as a stool bulking agent, which is beneficial for your digestive health. It can be very difficult to digest, reduce the energetic value of food, speed intestinal transit time that limit digestive enzyme activity, and can inhibit absorption of micronutrients and minerals. Two types of fiber are soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber can dissolve in water. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water, but it can help move food through your digestive system, which can promote regularity and prevent constipation. Some types of dietary fiber that pass into the large intestines are fermented by gut bacteria that resides in our colon that then produce metabolites such as short-chain fatty acids that recycle energy back to the human body. The bacteria in our guts play a big role in the health of our bowel movements. The trillions of little bugs that swim around in our gastrointestinal tract not only influence our digestive and metabolic processes, but also influence the smell of excrement. It is a similar situation when considering flatulence. When your body is digesting your food, gut bacteria are feasting on the proteins in the food that contain sulfur. This generates gases, such as methanol, which, when they escape your body, can smell. Passing gas is indicative of a healthy immune system. This can happen when foods are not absorbed sufficiently into our intestines, so particles sit in our gut and ferment. Transit time, which is the amount of time it takes for the food to move through your digestive tract, can teach you a lot about your diet. One that is too fast or too long may indicate that the nutrients in your food are not absorbing. The best transit time is between 12 to 24 hours after consumption. The amount of fiber that you eat can dictate how often you have to go. The beneficial bacteria species that we need in our digestive system can be maintained by a diet high in fiber. Foods are mostly digested halfway through the small intestine.